Welcome to the NCAA Men's College World Series presented by Capital One. In Omaha, Nebraska, it's a day filled with baseball here on ESPN, from breakfast to dinner, and everyone's got energy for this one. Charles Schwab Field, the site for possible top 10 pick James Tibbs, the ACC Player of the Year, leading number 8 Florida State into a rematch with number 1 Tennessee, who came back on the Noles on Friday thanks in part to a cycle from Christian Moore. Saw Tony Vitello's team coming off a win Sunday against North Carolina. And here on Wednesday, Christian Moore is aboard. The superstar projected to go 12th overall in Kylie McDaniel's new mock draft.
And Ben, you said it.
On the ground sharply and past Daniel Cantu and into right. Christian Moore goes first to third, and Tennessee's in business right out of the gates. Oh. The freshman deals. On the ground to third, Cam Smith, a slight bobble, and it's just one, and a run scores. Christian Moore comes in from third, and it's 1-0 Tennessee.
In a ball game, because that's such a low percentage of the ball going right down the line.
Yeah, statistically, the ball's going to go in that 4-hole way more than it's go right down the first baseline. And late in the game, obviously, you're going to give up the single to try.
Crashed into the wall, of course, on Sunday. Left that game early, and he pulls one into left field, and that's a base hit toward the line. Amick scores, and Hunter Ensley delivers for the Vols.
So have just been a wrecking crew for this Tennessee team so far in Omaha.
Bounces one up the middle, and Drew Farrow with a high hop. They get the out anyway. 2 gone.
Where'd that ball hit? That
for Seacrest.
How long does it take to get that mustache game ready, you think, Bert?
Well, the boys saw him walking around.
This one gets away, and it leads to Dreiling scoring. 3-0 Tennessee.
Wow. Boy, that is not what you need when it looks like you.
And now on the ground to second at Farrow. And Tennessee strikes for 3 in the top of the first, with the Vols number 1 in the country and 1 win away. 2-2. Williams bounces it right side at Christian Moore. Flips the work. He got to the bag and got his feet out of the way for the first down. Florida State back in Omaha to go 18th overall in Kylie's mock. Bouncing ball up the middle, and Dean Curley boots the short hop. Some weak contact induced by Seacrest, but Smith is on.
That was right, Reed. That's a...
Pops this one up. Left side of the diamond. And Dean Curley's got it for out number 2.
This is a very...
I mean, it is high and tight. The 1-1. Dinges in the air, center field. Tears goes back into the alley, on the move, and hangs on! Wow. Just like Hunter Ensley, Kavaris Tears up to the task.
Boy, does he get it? Now, this is a kid that typically plays right field. But now in center field, I tell you what, watch this move right here. He's chasing his ball and collects it and up against the wall all at the same time, folks. This Tennessee team can do just a little bit of everything on a baseball field. That first step, always the most important, and wide open out toward right center field, and collects it. And that gets the balls off the field, up 3-0 after.
Back with the best teams in the country.
Off the end of the bat to second, and Drew Farrow's been busy. And 1 away from Brennan Oxford.
Getting out of that 9-hole.
Swing and a miss. Good heater with some life for Brennan Oxford.
Slowed the bat down a little bit on the pitch before that. And he takes that. But I will say this, if you're going to give one up, like, I want it to get way out. Like, don't give me the wall scraper.
That is another rocket for Christian Moore. 2-out single at 115, right in the vicinity of his home run that night to complete the cycle. At
every swing feels like it's max effort, and he's looking to do damage every time he strokes at it.
Got a balk.
And Moore moves up to second because of it on Brennan Oxford. Oxford. These two meeting again here on this Wednesday afternoon. On the ground sharply, pass Farrow into right field, a base hit. Moore to the plate, Tibbs throw, not in time, and it's 4-0. And now 2 at Florida State. This is a bullet past Alex Lodi's into left center. Burke goes first to third, and they're at the corners for Tennessee. Two. Curls to the edge for strike 3 called. A strikeout of Dylan Dreiling to end the top of the second. Well, the Dogs stayed, but I decided to see if I could fly. Jaime Ferrer lines out at Billy Amick, and Sechrist has by 3 runs Friday against Tennessee. Down 4 here. Good breaking ball.
That's Andrew Sechrist at his best.
Shutout against South Carolina to finish the regular season. And he issues the walk here to Alex Lodi's with 2 away. Then had 6 innings, 2 runs of work in the SEC tournament.
You don't want a big head snap, because what happens when you have a big head snap, you jerk your shoulder from time to time.
Christian Moore bobbles and sails it. Lodi's to third, throw to second, and they get Farrow. What looked like a golden stroke of
Stadium.
1998, if my memory serves, or if my Google search is accurate. This is stroke to center by Hunter Ensley right at Max Williams. Well, this isn't Tony Vi. Swing and a miss. 2 gone for Oxford here in the 3rd.
Well, Oxford's doing just what he needs to do, and he needs a 0 here. He's got to find a way to draw a line in this sand.
Because of weather last night. 3-2. Curley on the ground, left side, and Lodi's throws on the run to make it a 1-2-3. Hunter Ensley on Sunday was spectacular with his don't leave a stone unturned.
Huge.
Bottom 3, Florida State down by 4 in a must-win scenario, and the hit dog Jackson West has another after 4 hits yesterday out of the 9-hole that begins with Max Williams. Opposite way down the line in left, Dreiling to the corner, can't get there. West goes to third on a double from Williams, and just like that, suddenly in the 3rd, the Noles are in business.
Here we go here.
Fan.
No, you take what the defense.
2 dudes on.
Take what defense gives you, right? Middle infield playing back, just like that. So that'll play to run or
Early to the plate, tag applied, and West is out. Not sure how great a jump he got from 3rd on that high chopper that Ben you thought was going to turn into a run.
Yeah, back to the mound, but that's on a ball that the pitcher can actually catch, and that certainly wasn't one of them.
Tibbs bouncer to first, to the bag. Burke's throw. Just like that, the inning's over. Run did not score in time. Boy, these margins are so close on a lot of these plays. Reese Chapman floats one towards short, and Alex Lodi's backs up for the first down.
So here's.
It's a walk. 1 out free pass to the 9-man to Cal Stark, and the lineup turns over. 2 strikes. Sprays this one down the right field line into the corner. Christian Moore continues to hit. Cal Stark gets waved around third, and he will score on a triple from Christian Moore.
get it all. Now, I don't think I'd throw it for a strike. You got to get it off the outside edge. Maybe something that starts in the zone and drifts off the outside part. There you go.
That works, and Oxford strikes out Blake Burke, and there's 2 gone.
It's all about
a hanger, and it's lifted to left center field with Williams back to make the catch. Billy Amick just missed, adding on. Joe Charles leaves him in at third. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Our crew behind the scenes. Dinges pulls this left field. Dreiling turns around and makes the catch. Dinges has been robbed twice.
For an out the left field wall.
Ferrer skies this one into left. Dreiling calls off Curley, and 2 outs. Yeah, so the dingus ball right there to left was one of them. People know who I am a little bit. Dots a fastball on the edge to cap a 1-2-3-4.
Yeah, he's got Cantu twice. Once swinging and once looking. You can't throw a fastball any better than this.
Are you kidding me? The 3 games we got on the docket today.
About as good as it gets. Strike 3 called on Dreiling. And 2 up, 2 down for Charles since he came on in the. He's now facing Hunter Ensley, who had an RBI single in the first and then flew out to center in the third. And he bullets one right at Cam Smith on the line. 2 gone.
Boys are barreling up some balls today, aren't they?
Tiers now waiting on a 3-2. Bounces it up the middle at Drew Farrow. Ends the inning. Much needed 1-2-3 posted by Joe Charles. Tiers retired in the 5th in Omaha.
And all that, but sometimes you get to a ballpark, it feels like it's a little bit different.
Alex Lodies launches to left, but right at Dylan Dreiling for the first out.
I'd never like to take
Killer, though, about certain things.
I mean, I think all baseball players are routine oriented. You know, we like to get into, especially starting pitchers, like we want to get into our groove and what we do and get into.
Protecting some pretty good hair underneath there as well for Xander Seekers. Jackson West rolls one at Dean Curley. Burt picks. Oh, that's gorgeous. Guy who entered as a huge prospect. Dean Curley lines out at Daniel Cantu. There's one gone to start the top of the 6th. Florida side of things, we'll see who they throw. Maybe some case of the time. Swing and a miss. Charles with a strikeout of Chapman, and there's 2 gone.
And Tennessee knows a scout report, and it's almost.
Bullpen after that before the regionals didn't go quite as well, and unavailable these last few weeks. 2-2. Charles strikes out Cal Stark. 7 up, 7 down for Joe Charles since he came on. This is grounded to second and had a first pitch double his last time in the 3rd. Pulls this one sharply at second, and Christian Moore makes the play.
Okay, C-Mo.
Xander Seekers might not have had the opportunity to have as big a role in the season he's had. Pins one at the knees to strike out Smith, and there's 2 gone.
This is so good. I mean,
the senior lefty from Georgia. Tibbs towards center, and he will dump that down for a base hit. 2-out single for James Tibbs off Sechrist in the 6th inning. And yet he's had an incredible season for the Noles. Ropes one up the middle, right out Moore to the bag, and you cannot have 3 at-bats like Digit. Bounces one left side. Smith recovers for the out. Moore retired, a rarity this week, and there's 1 gone.
Use the inside part of the plate and have success.
Smacked backside. Ferreira on the move, makes the catch, and he crashes into the wall. 2 down.
Backside.
Amick that way, fair ball past Smith down the left field line. Billy Amick's got a 2-out double. Pulled sharply past the dive of Farrow into right. Amick to the plate. Tibbs throw does not get him. 6-0 Tennessee.
Go forward to catch a ball like that.
Now the runner on the move, and the throw goes into center. Dreiling to 3rd, and Tennessee remains in business. 0-1 to Hunter Ensley is squibbed back to the mound, and Charles will just do it himself to end the inning. Run of insurance, we hit the stretch. Tennessee's up 6-0, and Xander Seekers has been shoving. 6-0 as we start the bottom of the 7th, and Jaime Ferrer lifts one to right at Reese Chapman. When there's been hard contact.
I didn't like that, so I wanted more of a box up.
Bullet to right for Daniel Cantu, and that's gone. His first home run in Omaha has Florida State on the board. Not done yet in the 7th.
Well, it's just a matter of time. This talented offense is going to put something on the board. So much hard contact. We've talked about it throughout the course of the game. Finally, they got one elevated enough to get it out of here. Cantu with a no-doubter into the right field bullpen. We talked about it. If you're going to get a ball hard in the air, it'll play to right. Left field is pretty tough sledding today, and this ball is launched the second it leaves Cantu bat. Just a beautiful move on a pull-side rocket.
Yeah, one of the few bad breaking balls that Sechrist has thrown all day long. That one just kind of hung right in the heart of the plate.
Plus, the big leagues 95 is known as hard hit. This is by Lodi's. Back to the bullpen and gone! Back to back for the Noles. Within striking distance in the 7th.
This game here just got a little bit more interesting. 131 home runs on the year for the Noles. 97 off the bat, 359 feet. Burke, you said it earlier. If you're going to get out of the ballpark, you're going to get it out toward right center and straight away right field.
Carolina to make this very interesting. On the ground towards short. And Dean Curley throws out Drew Farrow for out number 2 in the 7th. Hit day yesterday, which matched the most by a Florida State player in a College World Series game. The first guy to do it for the Noles since Buster Posey. Little dribbler. Connell spins and ends the inning. Florida State is back into this thing, though.
Tony Vitello, he was on it.
A broken wrist on that catch. Bullet from Tears right at Daniel Cantu. One gone top of the 8th, 4-run game in Omaha. To spend a day. Hit well left center field. Ferrer bolts to the gap but can't get there. Dean Curley's got a 1-out double here in the 8th inning.
That right back to the slider again. Or you can just go right there to the slider and strike him out. Either one.
He'll take the direct route, skip the setup, and strike out Chapman, and there's 2 gone.
When it's that good, it's that good.
Yeah, you said it earlier in the game. You're reading swings, right? And
about to throw his 56th pitch with 2 outs, 8th inning. Swing and a miss, but it caroms away. West will have no throw on a drop 3rd strike. The inning continues for Christian Moore.
He missed off the plate.
Weak ground ball to short, and Lodi's ends the inning. Joe Charles stares down Christian Moore, and Williams pulls one up the middle into center, a base hit. And the leadoff man is on for Florida State.
there you go. That's how you draw it up.
2-1. Smith bullets one off Connell's glove. Moore to the bag. 2. Wow. Science might go top 10. He strikes out. Kirby Connell posts a 0. Back in May from an injury. Pitching in relief as Burke launches. Right center field and gone. Crushed by Blake Burke for number 20.
Might be a lot of balls you want to throw him, but that's not where you want to throw it to.
Amick, center field, shallow. Williams, 1 away.
Blake Burke had swung over the top of a slider earlier in this at bat, and Whitaker tries to go back to it, trying to back foot that breaking ball, and Burke just drops the head on it. And this was a no-doubter the second it left its bat. He was questioning himself. He stares at it, and then he says, oh, this is a big yard. But this ball sails into the right center field seats.
What a
backside, and a great grab by Alex Lodi's for out number 2.
You just had a feeling Tennessee had kind of played around earlier in that game, and when they made that run, they were going to be a tough out from that point on.
Blake Blurt to finish it off on 27 pitches. Gets a bouncer off the glove of Snead. Over to third, and Amick does not throw. And finally, Marco Dinges catches a break, and he's on. 10th pitch. Ferrer strikes out. 1 gone. Popped up towards short at Dean Curley. And Tennessee is 1 out away from the finals. 3 years under Tony Vitello. 2-2 pitch is up high, and Dinges takes second. 3-2. On a line to short and caught by Curley. Tennessee is headed to the finals of the College World Series.